Hi, everyone. I'm Marikita Solis of Climate Healers, and I want to make sure that you all register for VCOP 22, Thriving on Planet B, because we've got some great speakers coming up, and it's a 2-day weekend, July 26th and 27th. So make sure you register early. And today I'm going to be speaking with one of my good friends and one of the speakers at VCOP 22, Dani Kent. So welcome, Dani.
Hello, it's good to see you.
Good to see you. So we're going to learn a little bit more about you today, Dani,
Okay.
and your journey with climate healers. How long have you been a climate healer?
So I've been a core member for this is my sixth year with them. Um, and it's been fun and building friendships and reinforcing the vegan lifestyle and just spreading the word, spreading the good word and building networks and trying to get more people attuned to what we're doing.
And how did you hear about climate healers?
It's one of those things. It must have been like a divine nudge of sorts, because I don't remember how I stumbled in there, but I jumped in with both feet. I had just become vegan, um, which in itself was an evolution. And I can talk about this. Um, I was having a hard time reconciling the end product. I'm a cook, and for years and years and years, I really got into it. I used to be a member of James Beard in New York. I was a wine connoisseur and, I really enjoyed fussing over people and putting meals and parties together. And that was a very joyful experience for me. But I got to some point where I think I had an awakening and I couldn't reconcile the end product with the processing and the lives of the animals. And I started to, I just couldn't go there anymore. And, something went off in me. And I made, the conscious switch. I had a little hard time getting off of dairy because I'm Italian and we love our cheese. So, but eventually that went away too. And I used a lot of transitional foods to help me get over. I think a lot of the um, substitutions are a good way to transition. So you start to, and then you lose your taste for them too, because you don't want to have anything to do with even a substitute for what the, animal-based product is. But I remember cleaning out my closet. Anything that was animal related was gone. Um, and I just kind of stepped into a new way of being, which is really, for me, it's all about the suffering. I understand the health benefits and I embrace that. But for me, I'm doing my part in putting an end to supporting, an industry of cruelty and abuse. So when I got to climate healers, and for the life of me, I really don't know how I found them. But it was near the beginning, near, the early days of convergences. And I just, volunteered and really got into it. And I learned so much from them. Um, and it's just become like a warm family of um, people of like mind and like behaviors. And we expand, more people come into the fold every time, every year, every convergence. And it's really a great thing to help raise the consciousness of others to what steps we can take to heal ourselves and our environment. And it's been fun. We have a lot of fun. We have fun people in there, excited about change, excited about um, growing, organically. excited every time somebody new registers for a convergence, or that possibility. And yeah, so this is my 6th year.
That's amazing. Well, tell us about a convergence for somebody out there that might not know what is VCOP anyway?
So it's Vegan Convergence of the Peoples, um, which is really like a convention, you know, um, people who are curious about other ways of living, um, people who are concerned about the health of the environment, about the cruelty of and the destruction that goes into factory farming in general, um, livestock. And, we have speakers that come from different walks of life, but they're all, or most of them are vegan. And we have scientists, we have spiritualists, we have, um, let's see, health and wellness groups. We even, I believe, had someone who works with um, a product that's vegan for dogs. V-Dog, I think it is, right?
Yeah, Linda Middlesworth V-Dog and
Right.
Karen
Which
Middlesworth.
is great because your pets can be vegan too. And more science is coming out on that, which is great, which is supporting that. And and we help evolve, you know. The people of the future, they might not even have the equipment, the teeth to chew meat anymore, might not be necessary. Um, the animals of the future may not need to eat other animals to survive. Who knows? But like we're taking our little steps. And so the B Cup is a place to learn, um, to experience, uh, to participate in a growing community, to help spread the world, and to express yourself. We do open mic sessions as part of it, and people get to talk about their journeys and what excites them. And this upcoming session on the 22nd, and it's international, which is also great that we're
20,
connecting internationally.
26, right? 26?
Um, 27, 28, I have to check, but I
Might
meant
check
I
too.
meant I meant VCOP 22 is what I meant.
Oh, okay.
So I'll be talking about good news because I think we're all familiar and somewhat overburdened with um, the crisis and the destruction and the bad news that's out there. And I think it's important to keep in mind the positive steps that are creating change and well-being and health for people, the animals, and the planet, and even the plants, of course. So, my mission is to try to get people to pay more attention to what's good and what's happening and changes that have come about because people are waking up to what's needed to help sustain life, really sustain it. And
Well,
this,
that's very important. I mean, because we can just be overwhelmed and become depressed and really isolate ourselves when we hear too much negative news. It just becomes overwhelming. So I'm excited that you're going to share some positive, joyful news for relief. We need that in our lives.
yes, a little curation of the good stuff. So hopefully I'll help people walk away on a positive note, not just education, but feel good about what they're doing and seeing the improvements. Because when you take your step out of, supporting the industries that create the change, that um, the negative impact, you want to know that you're having a positive effect. right? Because you've made these big changes in your lifestyle and even in your thinking. And you want to know that, yeah, that works for me, but am I helping the environment? Am I helping others? You know, it's always nice to see the benefit of what your change has done. Because people do struggle with change. You know, it's a big deal. So nobody wants to go through everything they have to go through to know that their, you know, effect has been nothing. I mean, it's a bonus when you have a positive effect because of your own changes. And people get closer to themselves. You know, they get closer to their values. I think of asking people sometimes, does your diet align with your values? You know, and when you think about what's important to you, you know, in your life in general, well, gee, you know, am I part of the problem or part of the solution? And how would that fit with me if I were to make these changes? And then the bonus is knowing that it's, you know, in a movement that's actually creating change, positive change.
Exactly. So, everybody that's watching, please go check out climatehealers.org and make sure you come and join us on for VCOP 22, Thriving on Planet B, July 26th and 27th. And we'll see you there. Make sure to register, and you want to make sure to catch Dani's segment so you can get some good news. So thank you so much, Dani, for talking with me.
My pleasure.
And we'll see you all at VCOP 22.
Hi, I'm Dani Kent, and I will be speaking at the Vegan Convergence of the Peoples number 22 on July 26th and 27th this year. You can visit climatehealers.org to register, and I'll be bringing you good news.